This is Mordenheim, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I realize this game has been out for a while now, but I wanted to give it a shot and see how it was, so let's take a look. Okay, let's see here.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Thrilling.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Fulfilling employment.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Wow.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Wow.
Stanley was happy.
Aww.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh,
something
really?
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh dear.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Little hiccup there.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to step out of my office? Alright, since this is the first run through, I'll play nice. I'll play the game the way it's supposed to be played and follow the narrator's instructions.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I look. Ooh, computer. Click. I turn off your crap. I'm not even gonna, shut it down. I'm just gonna jab the power button. Okay, I guess we're supposed to go through. Ooh. Pretty picture. Picture. And... another computer. Turn it off. And around and around and around we go. Oh, shut up, dogs. Around and around and around we go. Mr. Narrator, aren't you supposed to be saying something? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna be nice. I'll do what you say. I'll go through the door on the left. Whee! Round and round. Here we go.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh no.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager? Whiteboard manager. Dude, office party. I want to go. Hey. But it's not that far. I want to go to the office party. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Aww. Alright, well, we'll look at some more of this on other run-throughs. For now, everything else just... I'll check that out later, too. Everything else just had numbers. I don't want to...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, up it is. Up. Ooh, what's over here? Ooh, executive bathroom. Aw, it's locked. Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Wow, high ceilings.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Do tell!
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh!
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
And I'm Stanley, so I can't possibly know the number. 7777.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Nope, couldn't possibly know that. So, because he thinks his boss is an idiot, he input the passcode
2845.
4.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story. But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I was trying to play along. You don't have to be so mean. So mean to me. And ooh, it's dark. Ooh, hiding in the darkness. I am Batman. Ah, screw it. Yeah. Wow, I wonder if I am supposed to go down here and push this big red button. Whoa. Hey, Mr. Narrator. Stuff is very well built. Loading. Loading, loading. Loading, loading. Whoop. Oh, oh, oh. Come on. A little more. You can do it. You teased me for a second.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. There was a stirring of emotion in his chest. He felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Oh,
this question would not go unanswered for long.
Anyway. Round and around and around.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No. No. Wait. Escape. Escape. Oh, must be a brand of coffee. I'm not going in there today. I already had my coffee. Okay, light bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Can I turn the light back off? Guess not. I'll just go this way. Ooh, cameras. Camera button. Beautiful, shiny camera button. Boom.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Wow.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The
My desk
lives
is
of
over
so
here.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Shocking! How dare a corporate manager keep an eye on his own property? How terrible! How dare he make sure that employees aren't stealing things or slacking off? And it's not like he put cameras in the bathrooms or anything. Hey, it's a people button. Is this how I make the people come up?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm gonna go down there in a second, but let me... Oh. I was gonna go turn off the lights, but it closed behind me.
Oh
well. Down I go.
No. He
up I go.
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
No.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
No. It can't be. Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. No. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. Dude, I want one of these in my room. This is cool. It serves no purpose whatsoever, but I just want one. I want a bridge over a pit of spinning red lights. Well, maybe green. I like the color green more. But, yeah, I want one of them. Alright, what do we got up here? Okay, I'll be nice. I'll follow the directions. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Input. More input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Do you have any idea? I know I'm being nice. I know I'm playing along this time. But do you have any idea how tempting it is to just turn this thing back on? I mean, this huge system that's supposed to do this incredible stuff. This mind controlling hundreds of people. And they put a big off button. Oh well. Whoa. Got dark. No. Don't like the dark. Whoa, what is that?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Really?
Yes. He had won.
Yay!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Hooray!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Oh no.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Don't care.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he
Wanna go play?
realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but
Going outside.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Yep.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Nope.
what to do,
Nope.
or how to feel.
Nope.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Yep.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Question? How far did I walk away from this building that I went from a business high-rise and ended up in the country I'll forget it. I'm out of here.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Yay!
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yep, exactly.
And Stanley was happy.
And then he went into the light because he died. The end. And apparently that really is the end. At least for now. Anyway, I'm going to pause that right there. We'll continue later on. But for now, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, slap that like button down below. And until next time, keep your nose in the wind and your tail to yourself. Goodbye!